Welcome to couch yoga. You have probably heard of chair yoga, and this is a similar version of it, but I like it because there's more space. You can really take up space. You can lie down easily if getting onto and off of the floor is a little hard for you. And we all have days where we need to take the path of least resistance. Of course, we have days where we need to push ourselves and challenge ourselves, but I find that yoga is not always about that. It can really be time to nourish, to breathe, to rest and relax in a conscious way. So grab a couch, set up your spot, and we'll get started in a moment. My name is Caroline. I'm a physical therapist assistant and a yoga teacher with 10 years of experience. And for the past several years, I've been merging the worlds of physical therapy and yoga. So that's a little bit about what you'll expect today. And feel free to check out my other videos on yoga for back pain, yoga for better balance. And like, comment, share, and let your friends know if they also need this more gentle but therapeutic approach to the practice. All right, let's lie down, the hardest part. You are welcome to use a pillow for your head, but I'm going to encourage you not to have your pillow doubled up. Ideally, you want your forehead to be at the same height as your chin, or maybe even slightly higher, which contrarily, it's not great when you have your chin jutting up. It can be less therapeutic. So keep your knees bent, head is resting on the pillow, and we'll start with some hip stretches. Bring your right knee into your chest and slide the left leg forward. As you're here, bring the right knee towards the right shoulder and press the left leg down into the couch, feeling some engagement through the back of your left leg. We'll take 3 breaths here together, breathing in and breathing out. I like to encourage a breath in of about 4 or 5 seconds. And the same duration for the exhale. We'll do a tree pose. So let your right knee fall out to the side. You can bring your hands onto the abdomen or hands into prayer and let this right hip open up and stretch. For some of us, the hip might be tighter than others. There's no perfect way. We all have different hips. I remember in school learning that men's pelvis shape is much more narrow and tall than women's pelvis shape. So gender plays a role in it a little bit as well. Take 2 more breaths. All right, you can lift the right knee. We'll do a stretch for the glutes. So bend both knees. Cross your right ankle over the left knee. And you can pull your right knee towards the opposite shoulder. Hang out here and enjoy a stretch. If you're not feeling much of anything, you can lift the left foot and bring your hands kind of around your left leg and hold on there. You'll definitely feel it that way. Take a couple of deep breaths, breathing in and out through the nose. And relax. Right foot down. We'll do a hamstring stretch next, and then we're going to sit up and turn around and do the same thing on the other side. And I always like to encourage people to take their time. If you need to pause the video and enjoy a stretch for longer, be my guest. For the hamstring, bring your hands behind the right thigh and stretch the right leg up as high as you can get it. It's okay if the knee is a little bit bent, but ideally you want to press the knee to extension as much as you can. Squeeze your quad. Press the heel up towards the ceiling. And take a couple of rounds of breath here. I have notoriously had long hamstrings because of my background in ballet. And it's not the case for everybody. It's been very cool. I've always been a little bit more flexible, but I moved to Corsica. I'm American. I moved to Corsica to be with my husband, and we've been mountain climbing recently, which has been so incredible. And my legs feel much different than they did a few months ago. So relax your right leg down. Let's take a moment to just pause and feel. So stretch the legs out. Close your eyes. I like to rest my hands on my abdomen. And think about the right leg and the left leg, noticing what feels different. In yoga, they call this flow of energy, this flow of vitality, prana. And the idea is we do these stretches to help improve the flow of prana through the body. And if you're more scientific in nature, you could think of this as being, improving the circulation of blood through your body, improving the flow of the lymphatic system, all these rivers and channels throughout us. All right, so you'll bend your knees, roll to the right side. And as you roll to the right side, you'll want to squeeze your right elbow underneath your ribs as you bring your feet down and sit up. I remember in physical therapy school, we learned these log rolling techniques that were really important for some of our patients who'd been in a bed for a long time. And it's something it's really good for all of us because it helps protect the spine as opposed to just, a lot of us just jump out of bed like we're doing a big sit-up. It's not actually great for the spine. So especially if you have back pain, this log rolling technique where you bend the knees and roll over, it can save your back. All right, we'll do the same thing, other side. So you can grab your pillow, lie down on your back. Let's see if I remember everything we did. So we'll start by bringing the left knee into your chest and straightening the right leg. I'm going to move this. As you bring the left knee towards the left shoulder, press your right leg down into the couch to feel some activity, especially in the right glute or the right side of your bum. You might feel it in the hamstring, perhaps even in the calf muscle. Find a nice even rhythm of your breath. Next, set the left foot on the couch and open up into that tree pose. You can rest your hands on your abdomen or on your chest. You could close the eyes. Don't fall asleep. I'm watching. Getting into the inner left thigh muscle called the adductor. It's a group of muscles, really. All right, let's lift the left knee back up. Bend the right knee, and we're going to stretch the glute next, the left side of the bum. Cross your left ankle over the right knee, and you can hold on to your knee with both hands and enjoy the stretch this way. I like to cue folks to pull your knee towards the opposite shoulder. And again, if that's not as effective as you want it to be, you can interlace fingers behind the right thigh. I'm weaving my left arm through the legs. Can also be nice to flex the feet and stretch the ankles a little. Letting yourself slow down. On your next exhale, release the right foot and take the left leg up to the ceiling. Trying to get that left knee as straight as you can. In yoga, it's very important to find a balance between effort and ease. So you don't want to make it too hard of a task. You don't want to be gritting your teeth and making a stank face, but instead you want to try to find more easefulness. Make sure you're staying connected to your breath. That balance is really important, not just in our yoga poses, but in our life as well. All right, just another breath or two. You can bend the left knee, release the foot. Next, we're gonna roll onto the left side. This is that log roll I was telling you about. It's really good for the back. You can also practice this getting in and out of your bed. You're gonna dig your left elbow in to the couch. You can use your top hand as well and press yourself up to seated. Next, let's do a side body stretch, side body opener. You'll bring the right forearm down to the couch. I like to call this picnic pose on the ground. It's kind of like you're enjoying a picnic. It's really cute also in French. They say pique-nique. I've been learning French for about 1.5 years now, and I think my brain is getting programmed to see the world, to hear the world that way. So you're going to take your left arm up towards the ceiling, and I want you to think about broadening your collarbones, opening the chest. Let your head move back in space. We don't want to crank the head back, but you don't want to let the head round forward. You want to be right in the middle of those two extremes. And we're going to add some reaches with the breath. So inhale and reach the left arm past the right arm, almost at a diagonal. And then we're going to exhale and open, bringing the left arm down to the hip. Inhale, take the left arm up and reach. I like to turn slightly through the chest. Think about pointing your heart down towards the couch. Inhale, rise up and bring the left arm down by your side. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, reach the left arm at a diagonal. It's like if you were reaching to 10 o'clock or maybe 11 o'clock, if 12 o'clock was our head, and then bring the left arm down. Inhale, reach, exhale, bring the arm down, and again. All right, to come up, you'll press through the right hand if you are able to, and bring yourself upright. And if not, don't worry about it. Do what you can. Left hand comes down, left forearm comes down. Ideally, you want the elbow underneath the shoulder. You don't want it in too close or out too far. It's like the Goldilocks syndrome. You want it to be just right. And then you'll take the right arm just straight up to the ceiling. Broaden the chest. Reach the elbows away from one another. Don't forget to find a little smile, a little joy, a little contentment. And we'll do the reaches. So inhale, reach your arm to about 1 or 2 o'clock, and then exhale, arm down. Inhale and reach. Exhale, arm down. 3 more times. And as you reach, drop the chest down towards the couch. so you can get a little rotation. All right, last one or two. Same thing, use that left hand and your core to bring you upright. And next we're gonna do a little bit of work on the core, on the abdominal area, a little work on the glutes, and then we'll take a Shavasana. Sit near the front of the couch. You can cross your arms over your chest, or if you want a little more challenge, you can bring your hands behind the head. And we're gonna think about doing some sit-ups, not extreme or too fast. I want you to lean back about 50% towards the back of the couch. And we're gonna hold here, but pull your belly button in and up. And don't forget to breathe. And then come upright. Next, you'll turn to the right and bring the right shoulder back towards the backrest of the couch, only about 50%, holding, lifting the abdomen, and then returning to center. Now to the left, turn to the left, lean back and hold. Come back to center. All right, let's just do 2 more rounds of these. They're effective if you wanted to do 10 rounds. The more the merrier. So exhale to lean back and hold. Come forward, turn right, lean back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist left, lean back. Take a few sips of air here. Return to center. Last one, lean back. Come forward, twist right, lean back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, twist left, lean back. And come back to center. All right, let's go ahead and lie down. We'll do a bridge pose. You can grab your pillow for your head. So ideally you want your feet about hip width distance apart at the widest, but you could bring your feet together to touch if you want, somewhere in between. Place your hands on your thighs and let your thighs, really press your hands into your thighs. Let your lower back feel the effects of that, maybe your abdominal area, and then maintain that push and lift your butt up as high from the couch as you can. If you don't mind still on the couch, that's okay. As long as we're getting that lifting sensation, engaging those muscles, we'll hold here for 3 breaths. Press down through the balls of the feet a little bit more. And relax all the way down. Bring your knees into your chest. And we're going to set up for Shavasana. I'm going to do a quick Shavasana, but you guys are welcome to do a long one. So if you would like to pause the video and set a 5-minute timer, that can be a really nice, like the perfect amount of time for a Shavasana. But we'll do just a short one here and conclude our practice. So relax the legs out long. You can rest your hands on your abdomen. With each breath out, let your body relax and soften. Relax your forehead. Soften the eyes. Relax your shoulders, your tummy, your hips all the way down to the feet. Noticing what has shifted in your practice. You can join your hands together in front of your heart. Thinking of a few things that you're really, really grateful for today, and bringing that gratitude into the rest of your day. When you're ready, bend the knees, roll over to the right side and press yourself up. And my name's Caroline. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the couch.